It was an incredibly busy day for the Senate Pre-K-12 Education Committee on Wednesday as they met to vote on 4 bills. This is the update for Week 1 of the 2015 legislative session. The Senate committee meeting began with a vote on Senate Bill 346 by Senator David Simmons. The bill, which is also known as Gabby's Law for School Bus Stop Safety, increases penalties for failure to stop a vehicle when approaching a school bus that displays a stop signal. As many as 11,684 violations are noted statewide by school bus drivers in one day. The first step to decrease the negative effects of this problem must be to make the penalties for doing so worse. One parent came to testify on behalf of their child who was a victim of a fatal collision with a stopped school bus. After little debate, the bill passed out of committee unanimously. A proposed committee substitute for Senate Bill 616 on testing by Senator John Legg received the most attention, with testimonies for and against the bill from all over the state. Republicans, however, seemed keen on passing the proposal as is. They turned down several of Senator Dwight Bullard's proposed amendments. Amendments included suspending testing, replacing the FSA with the PSAT until it has been revised, providing a mandatory paper option to the computer-based test, and finding cost-effective alternatives to these tests, the last of which was the only amendment that passed. The current bill does little to alleviate the technical glitches and breakdowns that have plagued all throughout Florida on the first week of testing. It puts a 5% cap on school hours allotted to administer state and district-required tests, and if it goes over, the district must have written consent from a parent before the district-required test can be administered. It also lowers the percent that a teacher's evaluation can be based on student learning growth. The FEA is disappointed to report that the bill passed out of committee as it does nothing for our students, members, and schools. But we must not give up. We must continue to make our voices heard in the legislature as this session continues to make sure they do what is right for our students. Also passed by the committee was Senate Bill 818 by Senator Rene Garcia, which proposes that penalties for exceeding class size limitations be based on the school-wide average rather than by classroom. FEA is continuing to work with the sponsor on this bill. The last bill passed out of committee was Senate Bill 688 by Senator Bill Montfort, which changes the date that school districts can start school from 14 days before Labor Day to 21 days. The FEA will keep you updated as we hear more about the progress of these bills in the legislature. Stay connected. Take part in the conversation on FEAactioncenter.org. You can also sign up for our weekly Frontline Reports on FEAweb.org and follow us online on Facebook and Twitter.